After we finish the presentation, I will reveal your marks. Okay, so you will get your marks by the end of this class. All right, any question?
No,
All
sir.
clear, sir.
No, sir.
O- Okay, so now we will start the first presentation from KUHAN. Okay, so KUHAN, are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to present my final project paper, which is entitled Big Data Lifecycle and Threats and Security Model. So the first thing is F-threat. Big data is a concept that aims to collect, store, process, and transfer massive amounts of data into value through the use of innovative tactics and technologies. Big data is defined as data with lot of volume, a lot of velocity, a lot of variety, a lot of meaningful value, and a lot of veracity. Traditional security systems can't keep up with the scalability, interoperability, and adaptability of today's technologies which are necessary for big data. To fill this vacuum in this literature, this work takes an exploratory first step utilizing first examples. To begin, we fully we define fully the present trends in big data by defining three V's as essential characteristics of big data, which serve as contributing reasons to the looming security dilemma. Other than that, we divide the big data lifecycle into 5 phases: collection, storage, analytics, usage, and destructions, and create the big data lifecycle security taxonomy based on the dangers and security vulnerabilities found. So, introduction. Big data is a collection used to describe a collection of vast data sets that have characteristics such as being fast moving, having several sources, being extremely large, and being unstructured. Big data is also being used by several countries to deliver services in areas such as healthcare, medicine, public sector operations, distribution, marketing, and manufacturing. These characteristics define the three V's or velocity, variety, and volume, which are the three well-known dimensions of big data. Next one is problem statement. In the big data domain, the primary issues and solutions surrounding security risk and privacy protection have yet to be thoroughly explored. In order to achieve this goal, this paper investigates the different characteristics of big data, current and relevant to current developments, with the goal of providing a comprehensive review of its essential principles. Research objectives. Big data has a lot of benefits and potential for innovation in a variety of disciplines, but it also has a lot of concerns and obstacles. Information management strategies, protection of personal or deadly information, and abuse of data analytics are all key understanding challenges in the big data innovation ecosystem. Privacy protection regulations such as the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation GDPR and California's Consumers Privacy Act CCPA in USA have been enacted. Scope of study. By checking current standards created by international standards bodies and reviewing related studies. This article outlines dangers and security challenges that occur during the big data life cycle. Research questions. There are 3 research questions. First one is, what are the 3 V's? How does 3 V's contribute for security dilemma? What are big data lifecycle phases? Next one is literature review. So totally I have done 10 literature reviews. So some of them are number one is the authors and the years are Mitalha Abukel Kalaman Alamazuk in 2019. The title of the research paper is Big Data Trade-off between Data Quality and Data Security. The important findings are quality and security are two critical characteristics that give value to data, and their implementation has become a real need that must be met before any data exploitation can take place. Because of the large amount, diversity, and speed with which data is generated, effective implementation of such system necessitates well thought out procedures and techniques. Application areas are management systems. So these are the 10 literature reviews I have done so far. So Another one is the authors is Lenglong LV Ximing Su Huang Sheng Su Ren Liu. The title is a review of big data security and privacy protection technology. Findings are the security issues and security goals of big data are examined from many perspectives using a 3D big data security and privacy protection model based on lifecycle, security aim and user role. The application areas are big data. So the research methodology is first one is the 3V's, the second one is phases of big data life cycles. So what are 3V's? Volume, velocity, variety. First one is volume. Volume is the earliest known property of big data, which is due to the sheer amount of data being collected. With the integration of commercial websites with social engineering and mobile applications, the majority of today's data has only been obtained easily during the last few years. Every mini large multimedia files including at least 300 hours of video are posted to YouTube and other social media sites. So as noted below, the volume of big data has an influence of security privacy in at least two key ways. Data is kept in dispersed way across numerous places where traditional database systems and software tools are unable to continuously monitor and enforce standardized security rules. Next one is data is kept in a dispersed way across numerous places. The second one is velocity. The second dimension, velocity, is concerned with the rising rate at which a new data is generated and comes into organizations, as well as the requirement to process it in real time. The influence is on big data analytics, where the velocity of data protection must meet the real-time processing speed and computer system capability. So the third one is variety. Big data is heterogeneous, comprising three different types of data: structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. The majority of the data is unstructured and includes audio, video, image, and sensor signal files, as well as logs from social media, satellites, networks, and other machines. The variety dimension encompasses not only the various data representations, but also the methods and modes by which the same information is conveyed. A typical query in structured query language (SQL) could be used to express the associated semantic meaning with structured data, but unstructured data does not have any hidden meaning. Email, XML, and other markup languages have all recently gained popularity, resulting in a plethora of semi-structured data. Next one is phases of big data lifecycle. First one is collection. Data is acquired from various sources in various formats such as structured, semi-structured, and unstructured during the data gathering phase. In an ideal world, big data security technology should be applied first and foremost to the data gathering phase of the life cycle. To ensure that this phase is properly guarded and protected, it is critical to collect reliable data. Next one is storage. The obtained data is saved in the data storage phase for use in the next phase. Example, data analytics phase. Because the collected data may contain sensitive information, it is critical to implement effective data storage safeguard. Next one is analytics. The data is processed and evaluated once it has been collected and stored in order to provide relevant knowledge. Clustering, classification, and link rule mining are some of the data mining techniques utilized in this step. Next one is utilization. The analytics space provides decision makers with new information and valuable insight. This information is considered sensitive, particularly in a competitive atmosphere. Additionally, they diligently ensure that sensitive client personal data is not made public. The last one is destruction. Data utilized for analysis is erased during the data destruction phase, unless otherwise indicated in other laws and regulations. Privacy data shall be erased immediately after the data retention period has expired. Discussion. Internet, cloud infrastructures, the internet, social and IoT networks have all been used to dynamically integrate multiple technologies, resulting in a very complex and heterogeneous big data system. These studies try to address the requirement to undergird the growing new privacy and security challenges by taking a comprehensive approach to comprehending the complete big data system by applying first principle thinking. Conclusion. Big data has lot of benefit and has lot of potential for innovation in lot of disciplines, but it also has a lot of concerns and obstacles. Each phase of the big data lifecycle in particular has data security and dependability challenges, and various big data analysis might pose a threat to privacy. As a result, by checking current standards created by international standard bodies and reviewing related studies, each study identifies dangers and security challenges developing in the life cycle of big data. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Kuhan. So your topic is big data lifecycle, threats and security model. Okay, Kuhan. Can I ask you one question?
Yes, sir.
Right. So basically, based on this paper, right? So can you clarify what is the characteristic of the big data?
Characteristic is that
Yes.
it is a collection of a very big data set. This describes the main characteristic is the three V's: the volume, velocity, and variety.
All right. Okay. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
All right. So next we move to another presentation by Shalini. So Shalini, are you ready?
Yes,
Shalini?
sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to explain about my project, which is Big Data Security and Privacy Healthcare. So, first of all, we abstract of this project. What we're going to see in this abstract is the increasing cost of healthcare and the health insurance rate is wellness is more important than others. So the health industry has evolved as a result of the current with medical records like digital technology. So as a result, the health industry dealing with the increase of the data volume, complexity, timeline, and so on. So the big data has helped to develop a workable option with the potential to change the healthcare industry as a expert to explore for every available reduced cost while enhancing the care processes, delivery and management. Next is about the introduction. So in the term of introduction, which is complexity and time and so on, the health industry has seen an increase in the volume of data. So if you can see the term of data, big data, refer to the collection in the huge or the complex of the data set that beyond the processing and will be capability of traditional method of the system or the big data. We can see the several elements in healthcare are providing the required motivation to utilize the power of the big data. Okay, next we're going to see about the literature review. Here I have stated 30 research papers which is relevant to my project. So, but I'm going to see I'm going to explain the best five research paper. First of all, I'm going to explain about a review on big data security and privacy in healthcare application, which means in this research paper, they have explained about the increase of the usage in technology advance and also technology in medical and biomedical healthcare field and so on. So it's becoming an increasing collaboration from there, multiple facilities. So the availability of the data is useful for usage in variety of situation, including the medical feedback, equipment, and the analysis of outcome, and so on. Next is about big data security and privacy issue in healthcare. So it means like healthcare professionals search for a way to save a cost and improving the uh, care process, delivery management, and uh, the complexity, and also on. So the big data appear as a viable solution that has a potential to the change in the factor. Okay, third one is going to see about the big data security in healthcare, which means the healthcare security environment as a big data system has been described along with the problem. If there's a security threats that must be addressed, and also it's addressing existing approach have been modified, and also describe how to show current and standard approach to solve the problems. Next one is about the uh, analysis of healthcare in big data. It's about the advance of internet technology has been useful for big data analysis has also slowly reached the medical industry, and it's helped to reach a huge number of electronic medical records, and also hospitalized information system, medical imagination, and other data is developed to as a result to process medical information clearly. Fifth one is about big data analytics. It means many privacy challenges and decision makers see by this big data as a huge opportunity, and it also cause harmful many peoples, and also this problem derived from the fact and these analytic solutions. Okay. From this research methodology, we can know the idea of big data in increasing being challenges from the various angles with the application in the industry variety of industries, including the healthcare. So, uh, by looking, combining, sharing, and making the data available in a major requirement that needed for use in the distribution system idea or accomplish the availability in healthcare. So the data privacy and security are concerned since the data must be available from the multiple location, and also throughout the distribute system by using this privacy and security healthcare by big data. Okay, from this discussion, it's about my report. So my report. So it's about like private information as similarity has been stated computing technology. So it's needed address specified challenges in specialized as a big data analytics. So as a study examine the advantage and the risk of combining privacy is a technique using by big data, and also to evaluate the use of data while maintaining users' privacy. It's the last one is about conclusion of this overall report. In this project, most organization and corporation industry use big data as a foundation, which means a main processing of important by decision making, but the collecting and computing technology are possible to differentiate the data could be the uh, main or lead the security and privacy issue. So humans have to identify a collection of security and privacy issue that the big data tools should be considered in this study. And yeah, that's all from my side. Thank
All right, thank you very much, Shalini. So your topic is big data security and privacy
Privacy in
in
healthcare.
healthcare. All right. So my question is, can you describe the integration on the data privacy?
The integration, okay. Um, when it's come for the integration parts, it's like digitalization of the health for the patient. So it will be continued to measure for changes like in their field of economy. So for the in by using the pro life lifestyle, it's also like software application to innovate their treatment and to their evidence based on their medical reports.
That's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right, so the last one is Saeed. Are you ready, Saeed?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about cybersecurity in the Industry 4.0 era. Cybersecurity involves a technique that helps in securing various digital components, network data, and computer system from unauthorized digital access. There are multiple ways to implement cybersecurity depending on the kind of network user are connected to and the type of cyber attack user are prone to. So let's take a look at the various cyber attacks that user could have been exposed to. One of the most common type of cyber attack is a malware attack like a Trojan adware, a spyware, and also this can be happen by downloading some suspicious attachment online. By that, user system could have been gotten corrupted by certain malicious virus embedded within the attachment. Next, we have the phishing attack. This type of cyber attack, which is the hacker very experience, and they usually send fraudulent emails which appear to be coming from a legitimate source. And this is done to install malware and to steal some sensitive data like credit card information and login password, like saved on the browser and so on. Another type of the attack is man-in-the-middle attack. Here, the hacker gain access to the information path between the user device and the website servers. The hacker computer take over the NIP address by doing so communication line between the user and the website. Secretly encrypted. This commonly happen with the unsecure Wi-Fi network and also through some malicious viruses. Password attack is one of the easiest ways to hack a system. Here, the user password could have been cracked by using either like common password or trying all possible alphabetical combination. To prevent future cyber attack, we need to implement some cybersecurity practices. First, we need to the user need to install a firewall. As the name suggests, it's a virtual wall between the user computer and the internet. Firewall filter the incoming and outgoing traffic from the user device to safeguard the user network, and they can either be software application or hardware reinforcement. Secondly, need to implement a honeypots, just like the how flower attract bees. Dummy computer system called honeypots are used to attract attackers. These systems are made to look weak in order to deceive attackers, and this is in turn defending, like this is in turn defense. So their real system, in addition to these users, also decided to use unique alphanumeric password, like a more complex one. Cyber attacks are not just confined to individuals, but also to public and private organizations. The cyber attack carried out in such place are more deadly and they result in colossal losses. Motivates of such attacks are many, starting from crucial data to monetary gains. So let's have a look at a few of cyber attacks that companies are suggested to various public sector organization and large corporation face the advanced threat ABT. In this form of attack, hackers gain access to network for a long period. So, in order to continuously gain confidential information, companies also witness the denial of service attack, where networks are flooded with the traffic, which in turn leaves the legitimate service request. A variant of this is the distributed denial of service, which short form is DDoS, attack when multiple systems are used to launch the attack. When a hacker manipulates a standard SQL query in a database-driven website, it is known as SQL injection attack. By doing so, hackers can view, edit, and delete some tables from the database. And then we have the cyber attack. It is indeed challenging for organization with several network and service to ensure completely security. This is not an easy task, and to help with this, cybersecurity professionals are hired to work with the cyber threats and securing companies' network. So, with the increase in the production of global digital data, it is a very good chance for professionals to go to this field, because there are not many people in this field yet. And then we have cybersecurity issues, and we have limitation of cybersecurity and effective cybersecurity needs. So IoT attack is, according to the IoT analytics, there will be about 11.6 billion IoT devices by 2021, this year. And IoT devices are computing like phones, desktop, laptops, smart security devices. And the adoption of IoT devices is increasing at a very, very high rate. So the challenges of cybersecurity is very challenging. And then attacking IoT devices can result in the compromise of sensitive user data. IoT devices is one of the biggest challenges in cybersecurity, as gaining access to these devices can open the door for other malicious attacks. We have ML and AI. So machine learning and artificial intelligence technology have proven highly beneficial for massive development in various sectors. It has also vulnerabilities as well. So this technology can be exploited by some individuals to carry out cyber attacks and pose threats to business. This technology can be used to identify high-value target among a large dataset. Machine learning and AI attacks are another big concern in India, for example. Also, some attacks might prove to be difficult to handle due to the lack of cybersecurity expertise in some countries. In conclusion, the purpose of security is not just to protect the physical network and stop instruction, as threat-focused security does, but also to guarantee that virtual operation and service provided by the network system. Cybersecurity future is highly dependent on understanding threat landscape and developing trends in technology, such as big data and IoT. With Industry 4.0, the combination of information technology and operational technology have brought new challenges. Cybersecurity is the main issue that all governments in the world have been made a great deal about to effort against cybersecurity attacks. Last year, more than 50 billion IoT devices have been released, and this shows how important cybersecurity is. That's all for me. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Said. So your topic is cyber security in the industry 4.0 era. Okay, my question, Said. Can you describe how the ML, machine learning, and AI, artificial intelligence, can improve or can help to protect the cyber security? Can you give me the example of machine learning or AI?
By implementing the machine learning and the AI, sir, we can reach very complex algorithms that very hard for human being to solve and penetrate. So cybersecurity is that we are building a system, a walls that prevent hackers and not like good individuals to enter our privacy or data or whatever system that we are protecting. So machine learning and AI can adapt and change the security codes and very high level. So by implementing this system, it will be like very complex and difficult for hackers or any person who are trying to solve the keys code of the system to be successful. So that's why in for example in the White House in Pentagon in USA, like when we are hearing about some news or Microsoft, for example, the company, when are we hearing some like news about there are some leaks or some group of hackers could penetrate, it will be like a big news because they implementing these such advanced systems. That's my
Okay.
example.
All right. Very good. Okay. So thank you very much. Okay. Give me 5 minutes. I will come back later. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay. I think I have your result. Okay. So I will start with Kohan first. So Kohan, are you there?
Yes.
All right. So since I have not received your reports, so your mark is excluded. Okay, for the reports. So only the presentation I evaluated you. So far you obtained 23 over 50. So the final percentage is around 46%. Alright. So can you see these rubrics? So based on your Q&A, so far you can able to answer the question confidently. However, for the abstract, I can give you one, right? Because it seems that your abstract is too simple. Next, it's not very interesting, I think. All right, for the introduction, I give you two for the rational work. Why this research is interesting for important, and two for include some background to study, reference to prior works. And for the objective, I can see that your paper or your presentation is not discussing more detail related to the objective of the paper. So it's not very clear. Alright, for the connection to literary review, I found that you did some works, and however, some of the literature review I think is not very recent. Okay, not very recent to this date. So I can give you 2/3, and also figures. There is no figures. Only one figures I found in the presentation. So and also this figure is not very related at all for the related to your topics, and also one for the detailed description of data collection and analysis described in a logical order and clearly so the technique are repeatable. So this one I cannot see the data collection. And also your discussion conclusion. All the text has at least 30% similarity from the original. So far I don't have received your paper, but I give you only two. Okay, and also for the limitation of study also you don't have, the contribution to the review also you don't have, so I can give you one. So and also for the references there is no citation. Okay, since you are not giving me the report. Okay, and also your presentation does not contain any citation, so zero. Sorry to that. And also finally the style and presentation follow suggested organization guidelines. Okay, basically what I have given all the guidelines in the projects. Okay, so far I think you can follow 50% only, so I give you one. And also easy to read and not too wordy. I found that all the review and all your presentation slide are very wordy slide. It's not very interesting, I think. So I can give you only two. So the round total mark is 23/50. Is it okay, Kohan?
Okay, sir. Sir, you haven't received my report, sir,
Yes.
but I submitted already, sir.
Can you send me to the WhatsApp?
Okay, sir.
But I think based on your presentation, I found that there is not much different if you submit me the report. But however, you can submit me the report. I want to see. Thank you.
All right, sir.
Okay, next is Shalini. Shalini, you obtained 39/50. So equal is 78%. So far you can answer the question. And also your abstract full mark, your introduction full mark, your purpose is full mark. Correction to the review also full mark. Alright, for the figures, I can see only one figures. So if you want to score for this project, at least you should have 4 to 5 figures. You should drown all the figures exactly. And next, and for the discussion, okay, your discussion, I found that the similarity is around 30%. So I can give you only 4/6. Okay, and full mark for the limitation and contribution to the review, and you obtain the references, and finally the style and presentation you obtain two. However, for overall discuss in your paper, I think it's too wordy. Okay, there is no figure. Okay, only one figure. I think it's not very sufficient for this paper. All right, and I think that's all for your contribution. The 78%, is it okay, Shalini?
Yes, okay, sir. Next time I will do best for my side.
All right, good job. Okay,
Thank you.
so the final one is Saeed, full mark. Okay, so as you can see how he presented, how, okay, maybe I can share his paper to you, how he how he wrote the paper. So for full mark. So this is what I wanted for this presentation. Okay, so later I will share all the information related to Said. Very good one. And is it okay, Said? You want more?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. Okay. So the last one is Abdi. So I think Abdi very special case. So he doesn't present for today, and maybe he won't present, okay, due to his problem. So I don't want to touch his problem. So far, this is all what you have done in this project. Okay, so good job. And if you don't know what is the main thing how you do this project. I mean, how do you want to learn from this project? Number one, okay, number one, I want to expose to all of you how to write a scientific report. Okay, scientific report is the, I think it's the significant component as you uh, a student, okay, a student in undergraduate level. So you must know how to write the paper, okay, especially the report, and also how to expose to you how to enhance the what we call the quality, okay, the quality of a certain project, how the quality, how to enhance the what we call the how to produce the best, okay, for the specific research project. All right, so I give you the topic based on the references, okay, based on the internet. I found it from the internet, and I give you the topic to you so that you can learn how the people write and how the people decorate their papers. Okay, how to make a good story. Okay, how to make everything. So I think some of you learn very good, and some of you are not doing the best. So I hope you learn something from this project. Okay. So I think that's all for today, and I will share you the result later in the WhatsApp group. And for KUHAN, please send your paper to me via WhatsApp. Okay. Right,
Okay.
KUHAN?
Okay.
Okay, I think that's all, and thank you very much, and bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.